While everyone's fighting over empty shelves at Walmart during the next crisis, smart preppers will be walking into the most overlooked gold mine in America, and it's probably within 5 miles of your house right now. In the next 12 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn Dollar General into your secret prepper weapon. You'll discover the hidden survival items they stock, the ones you should avoid, and how to build a complete emergency kit for under $100, all from a store that most people think only sells cheap junk. Welcome to Prep Pantry, where we turn everyday resources into survival solutions. If you're serious about being prepared without breaking the bank, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because we're about to change how you think about emergency shopping forever. Here's something most people don't realize. Dollar General has over 19,000 locations across America. That's more than McDonald's and Starbucks combined. When disaster strikes and the big box stores are cleaned out or unreachable, there's probably a Dollar General within walking distance that everyone else overlooked. But here's the kicker. These stores aren't just convenient. They're strategically positioned in places where you need them most. Rural communities that don't even have a gas station, there's a Dollar General. Urban neighborhoods where the nearest Walmart is 20 miles away, Dollar General's got you covered. They've essentially created the most accessible emergency supply network in the country, and most preppers are completely ignoring it. Now, before we dive into what to buy, let's talk about the elephant in the room, price. Despite the name, Dollar General isn't always your cheapest option. In fact, sometimes you'll pay more than you would at Walmart or Target. But here's where smart preppers think differently than bargain hunters. When you're facing a crisis, accessibility trumps price every single time. A $3 flashlight that's available when you need it is infinitely more valuable than a $2 flashlight that's out of stock everywhere else. That said, you don't want to get ripped off. Here's your strategy. Always check the price per unit, not the total price. Dollar stores love to sell smaller packages at higher per unit costs. A 12-pack of batteries might cost more per battery than buying them individually at a big box store. But sometimes you'll find genuine deals, especially on items they're trying to move quickly. Location matters too. Rural Dollar General stores sometimes charge higher prices due to distribution costs, while urban locations might have more competitive pricing. The key is knowing your local stores and their patterns. Now, let's get into the good stuff. What can you actually find at Dollar General that will keep you alive in an emergency? First up, shelter and repair materials. Every Dollar General I've been to stocks blue tarps in multiple sizes. These aren't just for covering your boat. They're one of the most versatile survival tools you can own. Use them for emergency shelter construction, roof repairs after storm damage, or ground covers to keep your gear dry. Pair these with their cordage selection, usually basic rope and paracord, and you've got the foundation for emergency shelter. But don't stop there. Grab some duct tape and zip ties while you're at it. I know, every prepper talks about duct tape, but there's a reason for that. It's not just for repairs anymore. Use it to secure tarps, patch holes in water containers, even create makeshift splints for injuries. The zip ties are perfect for quick fixes and organizing your gear. For lighting, Dollar General actually has some surprisingly decent options. Their flashlight selection varies, but you'll usually find basic models plus some solar-powered options. The solar lights they sell for yards, those work great for indoor emergency lighting during power outages. No batteries required. Just set them outside during the day and bring them in at night. Speaking of batteries, stock up when you see good deals. They carry all the common sizes, and larger stores usually have better selection. Pro tip, check the expiration dates. Batteries sitting on dollar store shelves might be closer to expiration than fresh stock at bigger retailers. Here's something most people miss. Dollar General often carries automotive supplies that are pure gold for preppers. Engine oil, gas cans, ratchet straps for securing loads during evacuation. I've even found basic tools like screwdrivers and hammers. Are they contractor-grade quality? No. Will they get the job done in an emergency? Absolutely. Now, let's talk about food, the foundation of any prep. Dollar General's food section is actually pretty impressive when you know what to look for. Their canned goods selection covers all the basics: vegetables, soups, chili, pasta sauce. These aren't gourmet meals, but they'll keep you fed with decent nutrition and long shelf lives. Here's the secret most preppers overlook: honey and peanut butter. Both last practically forever if stored properly. They're packed with calories and nutrients, and Dollar General usually has them at competitive prices. Instant mashed potatoes are another winner. Comfort food that adds variety to your emergency meals and helps you feel full. For basic cooking ingredients, you can usually find salt, flour, sugar, cooking oil, and vinegar. That white vinegar isn't just for cooking. It's useful for cleaning and can even help purify water in extreme situations. Apple cider vinegar has similar properties plus potential health benefits. Don't overlook their instant coffee selection. Properly stored instant coffee can last up to 20 years, and let's be honest, a hot cup of coffee during a stressful emergency can be a huge morale booster. Water storage at Dollar General usually means bottled water in various sizes. They often have gallon jugs, which give you better value than individual bottles. But remember, water storage is about more than just buying bottles. You need a rotation system to keep your supply fresh. Here's something that separates smart preppers from hoarders. You need the right tools to access your food. Manual can openers are critical, and Dollar General sells them cheap. Buy several because the really inexpensive ones break easily. Having backup can openers scattered through your house and vehicles could literally be the difference between eating and going hungry. Aluminum pans might not seem crucial, but think beyond cooking. They're great for sorting small items, collecting rainwater, or even makeshift signaling devices. Paper plates and towels reduce your water usage for cleaning, water you might need for drinking instead. For cooking when the power is out, look for lighter fluid, charcoal, and basic lighters. Their lighter selection usually includes everything from basic disposables to longer reach models for grills. Having multiple ways to start fires is non-negotiable for emergency preparedness. Cleaning and sanitation become critical during extended emergencies. Toilet paper and paper towels are obvious, but don't forget trash bags, both kitchen size and heavy-duty contractor bags. These aren't just for garbage. Use them for waterproofing gear, organizing supplies, or even emergency rain protection. Bleach is probably the most underrated prep item Dollar General stocks. It disinfects surfaces, cleans clothing, and in extreme emergencies, a few drops can purify drinking water. Just make sure you know the proper ratios. Too much will make you sick. Pest control becomes crucial when normal sanitation systems break down. Dollar General's selection of insect sprays and pesticides can prevent disease-carrying bugs from taking over your living space. The medication aisle at Dollar General is a prepper goldmine that most people completely ignore. Basic pain relievers, fever reducers, stomach medications, cold and flu remedies. These address the most common health issues you'll face during emergencies. When you can't get to a doctor or pharmacy, having these basics on hand could prevent minor problems from becoming major crises. Don't forget about hydration and nutrition supplements. Pedialyte isn't just for kids. It's designed to replace fluids lost to vomiting or diarrhea, which are more likely when you're eating unfamiliar foods or dealing with stress. Multivitamins help fill nutritional gaps when your diet is limited to shelf-stable foods. For wound care, grab isopropyl alcohol for disinfecting and basic bandages for minor injuries. Chapstick and lip balm might seem trivial, but chapped lips can become painful infections if left untreated. Personal hygiene supplies are about more than just comfort. They're about preventing disease. Dollar General stocks all the basics: soap, shampoo, toothpaste, toothbrushes, and deodorant. The travel size versions are perfect for bug-out bags or vehicle emergency kits. Here's how to build your Dollar General emergency kit strategically. First, prioritize the absolute essentials: water, food, shelter materials, lighting, sanitation, and first aid. These cover your immediate survival needs for the first 72 hours of any crisis. Next, build redundancy into your system. Don't rely on just one method for anything critical. Multiple ways to purify water, several lighting options, backup tools for essential tasks. If your primary flashlight breaks, you need alternatives immediately available. Organization is key to making your supplies actually useful. Use Dollar General's storage totes to create ready-to-go kits for different scenarios. One for home emergencies, one for your vehicle, one that's ready to grab if you need to evacuate quickly. Label everything and keep inventory so you know what you have and where it is. Remember to rotate your supplies. Check expiration dates on food, medications, and batteries regularly. Use the oldest items first and replace them with fresh stock. Your emergency supplies are worthless if they've gone bad when you need them the most. Now, let's talk about what not to buy at Dollar General. Some of their tools are so cheaply made they'll fail when you need them most. For critical items like multi-tools, knives, or primary flashlights, invest in quality versions elsewhere and use Dollar General items as backups only. Be especially careful with electronics. Their cheap radios and electronic gadgets often break quickly or have poor performance. For communication equipment, spend the extra money on reliable gear from specialty retailers. Also, watch out for food items that seem like great deals but are actually expensive per unit. Sometimes their small packages of spices or condiments cost more per ounce than buying larger sizes elsewhere. Seasonal timing affects what you'll find. Their gardening supplies appear in spring and summer. Seeds, soil, basic tools for growing your own food. Even late in the season, you can often find seed starting supplies to begin growing vegetables and herbs for long-term food security. Storage solutions like plastic totes go on sale regularly. Stock up when prices drop. You'll always need more organizational containers for your preps. Here's the most important point of this entire video. Supplies alone don't equal preparedness. You can fill your house with Dollar General gear, But without a plan, you're just a well-stocked victim. Spend time developing your 72-hour survival strategy. Know where your supplies are, how to use them, and what to do in different emergency scenarios. Think about communication plans with family members, evacuation routes from your home and workplace, and backup locations if you can't return home. Practice using your equipment before you need it in a real emergency. Consider your specific regional threats: hurricanes, earthquakes, winter storms, power grid failures. Different disasters require different preparation strategies. Your Dollar General shopping list should reflect the most likely emergencies you'll face. Dollar General's biggest advantage isn't price or quality, it's accessibility and convenience. When other stores are cleaned out or unreachable, Dollar General locations stay stocked with basics. They're positioned in communities where people actually live, not just in commercial shopping districts. Their supply chains are designed for frequent, smaller deliveries rather than the massive shipments that big box stores depend on. This means they often have inventory when larger retailers are experiencing shortages. Most importantly, they're overlooked by panic shoppers. While crowds fight over the last cases of water at Walmart, you can calmly walk into Dollar General and find what you need without the chaos. Here's your action plan. Visit your local Dollar General stores, probably plural because selection varies by location. Walk every aisle and take notes on what they regularly stock versus what seems to be seasonal or temporary. Build relationships with the staff if possible. They can give you insights into delivery schedules and upcoming sales. Create a Dollar General shopping list organized by priority. What do you need most urgently for your emergency preparedness? What items would be hardest to find elsewhere during a crisis? Start with those and build your kit methodically, rather than trying to buy everything at once. Set up a rotation schedule for perishable items. Even canned goods and medications have expiration dates. Your emergency food supply needs regular maintenance to stay effective. Most importantly, integrate Dollar General into your broader preparedness strategy, not as a replacement for it. They're one tool in your survival toolkit, not the entire solution. The bottom line is this: while other preppers are spending hundreds of dollars at specialty survival stores or fighting crowds at big box retailers, you can quietly build a comprehensive emergency kit at the most accessible stores in America. Dollar General might not be glamorous, but when disaster strikes, glamorous doesn't matter. Prepared does. Your survival isn't about having the most expensive gear or the biggest stockpile. It's about having reliable access to basic necessities when normal supply chains break down. Dollar General gives you that access in a way that no other retailer can match. So next time you drive past that little Dollar General in the strip mall, remember, you're not looking at a discount store. You're looking at your local emergency supply depot, fully stocked and waiting for smart preppers who understand that preparation is about strategy, not just spending money. If this video changed how you think about emergency preparedness shopping, hit that like button and share it with fellow preppers. Subscribe to Prep Pantry for more strategies that turn everyday resources into survival advantages. Because when the next crisis hits, the best prepared people won't be the ones with the most expensive gear. They'll be the ones who knew where to find what they needed when everyone else was panicking. Stay prepared, stay smart, and remember, your local Dollar General might just be your secret weapon for surviving whatever comes next.